really start search the market, search inspiration. It could be just any sort. Pinterest, I love for my mood boards. Whether it's just you know, brand direction, concept, style, color, print, design lines, designs. You know, you can really start collecting all images and kind of creating something, you know, unique for you, and like that's usually the best starting place to be. So another question with starting these brands that comes up quite a lot is one of our very first questions in the emails is like, what styles are you wanting to create? And people not in the industry get confused with that question. So just to explain it, like styles, so like one style to us would be like a stiletto pump. Another style would be a wedge. Another one would be, you know, sandal wedge, or an espadrille, or a sneaker, or a men's derby, or a, you know, they're all different styles, and different styles require different lines and components and tooling up. So if you've got three completely different styles, then you're going to need three totally different ups for creating triple, exactly. So you know, you can be really smart by having, let's say you have a high heel almond toe 4-inch last, you could create lots of different designs off that, but they could be different, but it's all within that same component. So that's the sort of like nugget that people don't realize, how you can be more cost effective in kind of like setting it up. So that's something else that maybe could help.
All right, thank you. And then I guess during this quarantine, what kind of shoes do you wear? I super random question. Instead of asking, I've been asking random questions to some of the guests, and some have been like about cooking and stuff, but because we're the shoe girls, what kind of shoes do you wear during this quarantine at the moment? And, you know, providing where you are with your limited travel, you know, travel bag.
I did David buy more shoes while I was here, because like, you know, I packed so light as well. I was like, I packed really light, and I didn't bring many shoes at all, so I needed some. But currently I'm wearing,
I don't know if you can see.
Yes.
Oh, cute.
Kind of like it's kind of hot here in England. I've been wearing
really?
Yeah, it's really hot. It's lovely. But I've been wearing my trainers a lot. I have a pair of Converse and I have a pair of Vans, and I've been living in them because where we are, we have a lovely garden and some outside space, which is amazing. So it's just been great.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
so you need, it's perfect. Thank you. We just wanted to see, and you know, because I guess you are like, you're like in the middle of traveling, so you're kind of stuck. So I'm like assuming you don't have any, you know, supplies to make stuff, but you know, you have your imagination and creativity in your hands, so you can, I guess, you sketch, which is amazing. And being connected just by this Instagram, even like, you know, FaceTime, and work remotely with your partner. It's kind of amazing.
We both have quite a like usually heavy travel schedule, me and Ma. So we do joke sometimes that we're like passing ships in the night, because like we travel a lot for product development. I come over to Europe a lot, and then she goes up to Asia a lot, or to the West Coast. So we kind of like.
I wonder if I can call her.
Yeah,
it's not unusual. Let me see if anybody has any questions. You can put it down below, but I'm gonna see if I can add Mar.
If not,
I wonder how I do that. Okay,
I go, and then we can swap over to Mar. I'm just looking now.
Okay.
Hello everyone.
Hold on.
Hi. Oh, Sarah. There's Luna.
All right, so hold on.
Check it out. you able to do it
All
or
right,
not?
let me see. Thanks so much, Elizabeth.
Over tomorrow. And yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Hello, Mar. How do I add? I think I need to
let me X
find...
out and then she can. You ready? All right, I'll say bye, everyone. Bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to, what should we have in place before contacting you ladies to inquire for your service? I think they might have a whole list on their website of what you should be, you know, prepared with, but let me go again. I'm gonna call Shoe Girl Studio, and this time Mar is gonna pick up. Thank you for joining us, Elizabeth from England. That's amazing. This whole technology. Shoe Girls, here, waiting for Shoe Girls. So there's a question from Johnny Allen.
Hi.
Hi. This technology, as you know, as much as it kind of drives me nuts sometimes with this Wi-Fi going off on and off, is amazing that it connects us like this. Hi, Mar. You look amazing.
You got it together for this live stream.
So great. So how are you? How are you feeling during this time? Like,
I'm okay. I'm good. Like, I just take it day by day. I think some days they're good, and some days I'm just like, I don't know. I feel weird, I guess. But like I've been doing, I'm the type of person who like needs to be doing like a lot of things at once. And like Elizabeth was just saying, because I was watching, like I usually am traveling a bunch, and so I haven't in the past like 3 years since we really like started Shoe Girl Studio. I don't think I've been home for more than like in New York City for more than like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks
at a time.
So it's like, yeah, at a time. So it's like, whoa, I'm home. It's like that's kind of nice for sure. Like I can't do like a lot of the things that, you know, make New York, I think.
I hope Mara will come back. Whoop. Shoe Girl Studio. Back. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Mar.
Hi.
Sorry. I just lost your voice and the sound. So what did you bake? What did you bake recently?
I'm like one of those people who started doing sourdough stuff during this long period of time. So I have a sourdough starter, and I've made like just like regular like artisanal loaves of bread, which I'm still trying to perfect. But then I've also made sourdough bagels, sourdough English muffins.
Whoa!
The bagels were the most impressive for sure, I think. But it is really satisfying. It is a lot of work though.
Yeah, I bet. It takes, and it's more early morning too, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta, it's like an all day kind of thing. It's kind of nuts. I'm gonna try and we usually actually don't have bread in the house. And now we have so much carbs. And I'm like been freezing a lot of it, and our freezer is just like basically full of bread.
Yeah. Maybe you can start like passing it on to your neighbors.
I definitely should.
Oh man. Oh. I asked Elizabeth this, but yeah, how is the relationship with like the factories? Are you in touch with them? How are you
We're still in touch with them. I mean, just like updates, like for like of course friendly things like how are you doing? Are
Yeah.
you okay? Like, is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah. Have some of them open? I feel like China has started opening up.
Yeah, so
Sure.
China, out of all the places that we do manufacturing, which is China, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Mexico, and the US, China is the first sort of like manufacturing country that has like opened up. Um, so for the clients who were already starting development, like just before this happened, we had meetings with our clients and like the ones who were like just getting started, we had discussions with them like what they wanted to do, like do they want to stay in the country that they're manufacturing, or do they want to come over to China? And then we proed and conned it and we like broke down the pricing. And so some people are just going to wait it out for sure. But we have had people decide to just shift over for the meantime, for like at least this first collection. Because like a lot of like shoe brands, they produce, not all their shoes are made in like one country, right? So I'm like, that's like sort of how we explained it to some of our clients. They're like, we don't want all our shoes to be made in China. And I'm like, that doesn't have to be a thing. Like a lot of brands like manufacture a bunch of things everywhere, and even most shoes, like the entire shoe, as you know, like not every part of that shoe is from a single country.
Yeah. So so that's good. That I mean you just have to kind of stay flexible right now, I guess, right? I just wanted to ask the question that we got from one of the viewers.
Sure.
That it was in the previous one, but it was about how should they be prepared to contact you guys? I think it's on your website, but
oh yeah, we have an inquiry form on our website. I think it's under contact us. Yeah, I think what makes the best inquiry is being well prepared. So like knowing what you want to do. I think the more you know what you want to do, the more likely we can really start on your project. But I will say that if you're really thinking about starting your footwear brand, and you don't know very much about it and you don't have a clear idea, I do think that having an initial meeting with us is also a good idea, like to like sort of educate yourself on how you can be ready, or even if this is like the thing for you. Because I was watching earlier, and like it is an expensive like venture to start, especially if you want to be designing your own shoes. I think it's really hard when you see a lot of fast fashion producing like really cool shoes. Like they're awesome. Like, yeah, I see some gorgeous shoes at Zara all the time. And they're like $60, you know? And like people are like, oh, it must not be that expensive. And like people don't realize that they produce in such large quantities, like they do such large orders. The materials are not primo. I don't know if you've ever worn like a Zara shoe for too long or something. Yeah, you're like, the materials don't necessarily last that long.
So okay. So does that answer the question? I hope. So this one is Johnny Allen. All right. Yeah. And then otherwise, I'm just like gonna ask you other things, I guess. Like, are you sketching a lot? Are you designing more? Has anything changed with the quarantine a little bit, or?
I mean, I'm home so much. And I think like like cooking in general is like, helps me do things with my hands more, but it's also like definitely a procrastination tool. I think a yummy procrastination comfort tool.
It's relaxing. It's like meditative. It's amazing, and the rewards are like right there in your hands.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, yes.